Bitch hit, bitch hit, bitch. There was four of us. There was Mr. T, there was Izzy, and there was one other motherfucker who was a bucket. Spins around. Once again, smoke trails. And this guy's just gunning it down the motherfucker. Spilled it all over his lap, jacket, everywhere. Bitch hit, bitch, for 45 seconds. And he turns right over to me, dead in the eyes, and he goes, I'm about to kill you with this smoke. Hey there, Porch Stooges. So I know I said in the previous story that you're gonna have to wait till next time to fucking hear the rest of it. But today we're going to actually throw you completely off with a completely different story, actually. And you could probably see the snow through the reflection of my glasses. Yeah, it's fucking freezing out here. I'm gonna try and include as much detail as I can. Don't be a dyke, leave a comment, leave a like. And subscribe if you also want to be part of the Porch Stooges. Let's go. This one takes place back in school. Me and my friends decided to do something special for lunch today. We were gonna get high out of our fucking mind. So there was four of us. There was Mr. T, there was Izzy, because everyone called him Izzy back in the day. And there was one other motherfucker in a shotgun seat. And I don't even remember who it was. So, the beginning, by the way, this song, Four Homies in a Bucket, actually is based off of a true story. There was four of us in this fucking four-door red car. Beaten down to all living shit. It was a bucket. So we go into this fucking car, and Mr. T decides, I'm gonna fuck with this other dude. He starts just spinning circles. The tire smoke was coming up behind us and shit. You could see donuts and smoke trails by the end of it. And he parks it right next to this other car. I have no idea who this guy is, but he comes out of his car, and he's got his music blaring, blah, 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 boom, 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 right? He rolls down his window, because the dude's coming up right up to the window, and he's saying something in his ear, and he's talking for like 5 minutes. He's just, but I can't hear shit over the fucking over the music that he's blaring. And I just hear from Mr. T goes, oh yeah, I'm sorry man, yeah, sorry about that. Okay, waits for the motherfucker to get back in the car, spins around, once again, smoke trails, fucking skid marks everywhere on the parking lot, and then he just dips it all the way, guns it down the 7th hill, just boom. Now, me trying to be tough in this situation, while the entire motion, like a roller coaster, is coming against me to the fucking left side, I'm over here sitting like this, right? Stiff legs, stiff back. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not falling, but I can feel my body kind of move, so I'm holding on to the handle over here, and I'm trying to just pretend like I'm not scooting my ass over to Izzy. Just, right? So, that's the intensity that this guy was just spinning. Guns it down the 7th hill, which I used to go on my bike all the time. If you have heard that in the podcast, you know about the 7th hill. There was a time I went in the road and I did no hands. I regretted that. So yeah, the 7th hill is kind of deadly. And this guy's just gunning it down the motherfucker. And then we get to a local park where I actually didn't live too far. And yes, I am shaking. Let me see if I can do something about that. At the park, right? And I was in the back seat. Now I already matched my tree along with his tree, but I gave it to Izzy. I don't know why, but he wanted to hold it and he wanted to open it for me. So he's over here trying to open the bag upside down. Spilled it all over his lap, jacket, everywhere. Just a whole pile of fucking tree. All over Izzy. Face plant for that one. And look over at fucking Mr. T, and he's over there giggling, right? We're all cracking jokes. We start loading up the bowl, passing it around, and I think Mr. T took the first hit, but it could have been the guy in the shotgun seat. I know it wasn't me. He comes over and goes, bitch hit, bitch hit, bitch hit, bitch hit, bitch hit, bitch hit, bitch, for 45 fucking seconds. Sitting here trying to smoke a little quietly. He is loud and proud. And he turns right over to me, because he knew I was kind of like new to this. He looks at me dead in the eyes and he goes, I'm about to kill you with this smoke. I'm like, whoa, I don't know if I'm ready for this shit. They weren't really looking by the time it was my turn to try some bongage, which served in my favor because I just pretended like I, took more than I actually did. And like I said in my lyrics, if I had bigger lungs, they'd still be full of the Jolly Green Giant Girl. It was pretty fucking potent. And the dude that we had donuted around came all the way down to the fucking park. And he was angry about something. I knew he was just infuriated. But it wasn't towards Mr. T. You would think, oh sorry, I won't do it again, and fucking did it again. I'm fucking mad about all this shit and blah blah, and I just want some tree. So I gave him a couple of bongs, and he's got 2 ladies in the back of his car, and I think I know what he's going to do afterwards. takes a big hit. I'm sure they asked if they could have some, and he told them fuck no, and went back in his car and fucking left. Just one or two bong hits and then fucking dipped. Didn't see him afterwards. Like, I thought for a minute we were gonna get in a fist fight, and like, you know, I'm there to back you up, but you were the one that made this fucking decision. I wound up eventually putting some of that tree that Izzy had just decorated himself with into the bong, so we'd have more than just what was provided from one person. I usually don't do Cree take twos, but I had to cut in just for a minute. I had forgotten about the best fucking part. Here in a minute, right after this, I'm going to say that by the end of it, by the time we got done, whatever. What had Mr. T had done, like, he had the last hit. And I don't know, there might be more ash than there might be any fucking tree, but it is still to this day the biggest fucking hit I have seen in my goddamn life. Dude, I've seen junkies, I've seen fucking people who smoke tree every day. I have not seen anyone, for a fucking high schooler, mind you. It just is simply the biggest hit I've seen anyone take off a fucking tree my entire goddamn life. He sits there for all that bitch hit, but he had fucking steel to back up his words with. He took the biggest fucking rip I've seen, and 2 whole fucking minutes, he's just listening to his music, it's blaring stereo, boom, 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 boom. You can hear it kicking in the back of the trunk. Now, he's offering us school lunch, but he's not saying a fucking word. He isn't breathing to say a word. He's non-verbally like this. He's trying to pass it out like, you want any? You want any? Right? Now, I have food allergies, so I pretty much just kindly declined. There was a couple of people who actually wanted some good shit. The shotgun seat actually, I think, wanted some fruit snacks, and then Izzy wanted some fucking sun chips. I declined everything. So what he does is he takes those fucking, and I hate littering, but I was too high to understand exactly gravity of the situation, right? Windows, he rolled it back down to grab these snacks, whoever didn't want them, and he just shucks the bitches out. I don't know if he picked up any wind, but we'll find out later. One by one, if there was anything that wasn't declined. Now, there was a couple of snacks he didn't offer because he wanted them for his damn self. We kept this up for so long that I started passing out. I started like, you know, almost, what do you call it, greening out. You know, almost falling asleep with the shit. And I knew for a fact I could not go back to school. And I didn't want to walk, even though it wasn't that much of a walk from the park to where I used to live. I still asked for a fucking ride because I didn't want to get lost or pass out on the side of the road. I don't remember exactly what happened. I do remember that I wound up going home. I think this was actually the day that, and this is so fucked up, they wanted $10 for gas, dude, by going from point A to point B. Straight line. No wrongdoing, right? It was on the way back to fucking school. Like, how? I already gave you my fucking treat. But I didn't care, okay? Because the guy in the fucking passenger seat was siding with Mr. T, and they were like, blah, 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 but it's really important, and this and that. And I'm like, really, fucker? Really, fucker? While there was a car coming, I was darting over on the other side of the road and passing by as I was giving fucking money over to this dude, and who left. As he's strolling on by, he's probably thinking, he just paid for some tree. That's exactly what the fuck happened. We stayed in the park for a good amount of time. That's pretty much 4 homies in a bucket in a nutshell, right there. Real ass story. He actually donuted around a dude. There's actually 4 of us in a, god damn, talk about buckets. I wanted to explain the true story behind my song. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. Porch Stooges. Holla at me. Jacka.